Yeah, welcome back. I would have done this one live, but I don't have many subscribers on this channel, so we'll have to do it pre-recorded. So looking at the SPX 500 today on 4-hour candles, we are pretty much in a river of blood. Yeah, this is what happens when you vote Joe Biden. So as you can see, for the last 2-3 days, we've been taking a bit of a fucking dip. Don't look good. Yeah, it's 3.5 hours left and holding steady at the moment. Nasdaq, same type of shit. Big gaps in the market where it's just fell through the fucking floor. We haven't had gaps like that in a while. But yeah, market manipulation, the world gone nuts, who knows? But Biden's petrol prices are sure feeding into this shit. Sending weapons to Ukraine sure feeding into this shit. Not to mention January 6th. The fuck out of here with that shit. Have you seen the price of oil today? Still fucking climbing. That shit is not gonna stop anytime soon. Look at that. We're in a fucking rising channel. And have been since Biden got inaugurated. March 22. Guess when his policies first start to kick in. But yeah, in reality, since February we've been climbing. It was going up steady before that. We had the big dump in December. And it climbed all the way up to end of December, start January 6th. They kicked Trump out. And look where the fuck it's gone since then. Biden, you're a fucking idiot, man. So bear that in mind when he's talking about Russia this, Russia that. Motherfuckers, petrol prices gone up that much since Joe Biden got in office. From the low 70s to the fucking $130 a barrel it nearly is today. Thank you, Joe Biden. When the police can't get out to fucking protect these fools, I don't know how they think they're gonna stay in office. I really don't. And there's Bitcoin doing its thing. So my TA on this, I would hope that was the bottom, because below that there's a lot of fucking fresh air. But yeah, that is terrible. If there was an upside, I'd say, looking at the daily, we nearly stripped this candle and could even turn it green in the next 10 hours. But even if we didn't, as long as we hold here, 22,300, 22,250, this could be the bounce. We've hit an obvious support line there and refused to break through it at the moment on the daily. Even if you look at the weekly, We've probably got quite a few days to go. Yeah, 5 days, 11 hours. So I wouldn't rule out any further down just yet. But how far we could go is a mystery to me at this point. I thought we were going to hold the 28 previous high. But there is no support, obvious support I can see here until we get down to these levels. At the 4,000, which is fucking ridiculous. I would never see that low. Or maybe even here at the 19.6, which I think the internet is in agreement with, between 19 and 21,000, we will hit the bottom. But yeah, what a fucking bottom. Big M. No denying it. But we're not. We go back up, we go sideways, make a lower high, who knows? Because we certainly made the lower low. But things in crypto don't always work the same way with the patterns. Sometimes a lower low means reversal point, who knows? But I would say healthy time to buy the dip if you was thinking about it. Within the next, $2,000 and the next 5 days, you could get a good buy-in point there. Because I definitely see upward movement after this. Can we bring up the RSI? Double EMAs. They're not much help. So we're currently underneath the EMA. Couldn't tell you which one it is, but right under both. So even to curve around and cross over, talking a good few days here. Maybe even a good few weeks. Which is fucking terrible. But then in the next 5 days, if this candle was to reverse and turn green, we'd be back above the bottom EMA. So at this point, I wouldn't rule anything out. What about the RSI? Great. So how do we turn off the indicators? No idea. DMAs. Yeah, so we're oversold in the RSI. Have been for some time. So definitely a good buy-in area. Even if we went low, which is probably unlikely with the RSI. The upside is a lot higher than the risk. And we still haven't gone into the oversold for some time. I mean the overbought, which should be at the top. And it looks like we're about to get the buy signal. We're not there yet. And we got a buy and then it's straight into the sell. Yeah, we're definitely hitting the zero. on the RSI. Good indication of a bounce, but no guarantees. Super trend, still in the red. Yeah, the weekly candle just looks terrible. I bet the monthly looks same. So on the monthly, could argue would not finish dumping yet. We've got 16 days, 10 hours, and this blue line is looking pretty, which lies around 17,350. We don't have to push down there, and this candle could strip and go back up to the 30,000 level, which is a very hopeful way of looking at things. But other than that, no, there's 17,000 now. 17,280, which is acted as support before we went up to the all-time high. The first one was at 63,000, which is a logical place to bounce. Just looking at it on the monthly. Again, the RSI is looking good for a turnaround too. But there's no reason we can't stay down for another month and feel that pain a bit more. But yeah, is it an M? Is it a triple top? Is it head and shoulders? And have we broke it yet? Whatever the pattern is. So possible head and shoulders, and I'd say we broke it right near the top. That would mean the height of the head plus where the broke. Yeah, could spike down to 17.3. No guarantee it will stay down there for long. I'm sure a lot of people would buy Bitcoin at 17.3. A shitload at that. But on the monthly, Bitcoin just looked fucking terrible for the last 8-10 months. I hope you lot all caught the falling knife and bought a shitload while it was dumping. Because if it ever does go back up, which I suspect it will, yeah, you can just imagine the price return you're gonna get from buying this dip. Alright, let's have a look at some of the other coins. So Ethereum, again, monthly candles, again, looks more like head and shoulders. And if I can do some drawing, where's my drawing gone? I guess I can't do no drawing. But it looks like the head and shoulders broke around 2,800 level, and then we seem to be going down the height of the head. Which again, even Ethereum is saying that we've got a bit further to fall. Looking at this area here, around 780. So they're all kind of converging there, but again the RSI is at 0 and is bouncing around with buys and sell signals. So the market really is trying to confuse the retailer. At this point, XRP, we broke out of a big triangle with XRP, back tested it, and now going down the height of the triangle. Yeah, I'm hoping XRP bounces around here, makes the high and low. Excuse me. But if it was to go further down and hit that bottom line, well, that'd be 0 for a start, but would also make the lower low, which is pretty bad. In fact, that's kind of the worst thing that could happen to XRP. But again, the RSI is saying oversold. And we seem to have some support here on the left hand side, holding us up at this area we're at the moment. We've also got some support from the center where we last was in the bear market. We dipped down to a really low level, probably about 20 cents. But yeah, if we do dip down to the 20 cent level, 20 cent level again, I'll definitely be buying there. Other than that, and we've still got to break through the 135 previous high and 197. If we get a bounce here, that could be good. But again, this is the monthly candles. So what you're looking at there took place over several years. But even if it was to repeat from there, I'll make a big fucking W. You can bet the next peak will be a lot higher than the last two. Not forgetting XRP's held back by this fucking court case. LRC. See, I like to look at LRC. Got what could be seen as a cup on the left, and a possible handle building on the right. Definitely held that high low so far. 16 days left. RSI is not crushed yet. Likely to be a buy signal when it does, which should happen soon. But again, this is the monthly. What are we on the weekly? Yeah, dead cat bounce. Just like everything fucking else. We was in a bull flag and we fell out the bull flag. And now we've got 5 days left of this candle and we made a lower low. But RSI is definitely oversold. Hopefully that means a bounce. SHIB looking in pretty terrible. We broke through the and lost to zero around this area, I think. A bit further up. So you can see where we lost the previous support, and that M just extended out, followed Bitcoin down. Again, we seem to have some support at the bottom here, but it pretty much is the last line of support here for SHIB. Or we're just going to be trading on the bottom of the fucking river. Gotta find some sort of turnaround, and RSI is pretty low compared to where it's been previous. This chart doesn't go very far back. That really helps. So yeah, according to the RSI, SHIB has never actually pumped, not from top to bottom ever in its history. It initially pumped from center RSI to its all-time high on the first occasion, but then it dumped and then couldn't get past its previous low on the RSI. Now it's made a lower low on the RSI, which in price terms should be a higher high next when it goes back up, but it has to go to the top. Can't go halfway and then bounce back down and fuck around like that. It just depends on what Bitcoin does. Bitcoin's bouncing between 22,000 and 22,250 this afternoon on 14th of June. on the daily. We made a bottom at 20,800 according to Coinbase. Trying to build a double bottom. But yeah, we haven't been down this low in some time, talking years. Doge. Doge again fell out of this triangle. And it's holding a level of support around 5.5 cents. But breaking that, Doge and Shiba gonna be at the bottom of the river. Probably couldn't buy them any cheaper. Wonder what Dogecoin millionaire will do, because he sort of bought in at 5 cents. I remembered from the video he was saying. Probably bought some earlier than that too, but yeah, I think he probably buy a little more while it's down, just to cover, losing anything. But again, it's been a while since Doge has peaked on the RSI too. We spent a lot of time on the RSI and Doge between the mid-level and the oversold, but never actually got into the overbought yet. So again, I'd expect a big pump on Doge in the coming months, if Bitcoin ever fucking recovers. But yeah, Doge used to be quite good at being overbought, and now it's at a period of just being oversold. What else do we got? Fourth. Yeah, not a lot of data there. It's quite a new coin. Seller's done head and shoulders. And it's heading into dangerous territory if it falls below 1.25 cents. But again, a really decent performer in price. Couldn't break through the 20-cent level, settled around 18, 17, and then it's just been falling ever since. But it wouldn't be the first time we've bounced around this area, I don't think, and gone to the moon from here. RSI definitely in the oversold, and again it's had trouble going up on the RSI on the weekly for some time. Yeah, spending a lot more time in the oversold. Hot. Good balance at this point. We fell out of the larger triangle, but now we broke back into the downtrend line, and it wouldn't be the first time we bounced at this area either and gone to the fucking moon. RSI, same. Been a while since being in the overbought and looking for a turnaround in the oversold. Boson, similar sort of pattern. Already in dangerous area. There's not much support below where we are now. Don't think it's ever been this low. But yeah, fell out of a long-term uptrend and has been crashing ever since. Starting to curve around now, so is the RSI. could be a real pumper if it recovers. ADA's been doing well. Don't know why, but it has. Again, long-term uptrend, fell out of it, been dumping ever since. Even confirmed the dump. Possible to reverse here, but not guaranteed, and that is now heavy resistance if it goes back up at 140. But bouncing here is quite possible. RSI, we just got the buy. Yeah, it could bounce again at 140 and then go up for another crack a few weeks later. If it bounces here. So, dangerous territory for Sol. Yeah, not much resistance below this point. So went from 270 down to 30 bucks. That's a pretty big drop. RSI turning around, looking at a buy signal. Not even bothering to look at Luna. GRT. Yeah, quite a harsh dump on GRT. But definitely expect a pump if it turns around, or when it turns around from the RSI. We haven't spent a lot of time in the overbought on GRT. And this is the weekly candles on its way back up. Could take several months. We could definitely make a higher high just from the RSI, but yeah. Atom. Dangerous territory, but good support at this level here. Found it very hard to break through originally, and we'd never bounced there before, so I suspect it would hold. RSI says, yeah, haven't been overbought for a while. Definitely one of the lower oversold as well on Atom. Band protocol. Wow. Band, I hope you all are sold out in that big dump. Near the top of the bar. RSI is oversold, but no support anywhere. E-gold. Still above previous levels. Terrible drop from $5.20 to $45 on e-gold. RSI, hope it would pump when it goes back up, but it's only broke back through the overbought once. Seem to have some support on the right here. Where it's bounced, but it's not very strong support. And it's still the lower low. Dot. Again, fell through the floor on the dot. No levels to work with. Bitcoin dominance. finally coming down. So hopefully this would drop down to the 40s level or even lower, and then some of the altcoins can take the steam. I see an altcoin season on its way. We're seriously overbought on the RSI. Not been to oversold in some time, not deep anyway. But yeah, can it crash down and make a lower low? That is the question. Bitcoin dominance. Very good possibility we're stuck in a channel and we keep going sideways. Never below 40. But if we break that 40 level, keep an eye on this over the next few weeks. Bitcoin dominance on the way down. Altcoin season incoming. You would expect an altcoin season, really, wouldn't you? The state of the total market cap. It was on a nice healthy climb up, and then fucking Biden got voted in. And now look at us. 1/3 of the cap left. Lost 2/3 of the whole fucking total market cap because of that old potato. Alright, so at the bottom of that rising trend line at this point where it started, very first dip, and from here we took it up to the 63 level on Bitcoin, which is like the 2.5 trillion. So I wouldn't rule it out yet, but then we've made the lower low. Will that count? Could be an equal low here, but if it was to fall any further, fucked up. Seriously in the oversold on the RSI. Not surprised, everybody's trying to dump and get their money out. I'm out. Just do Crow. Crow is again a new coin by crypto.com. It's not much data. We're below the original selling price of about £30, 30 cents. So I don't know. You would expect some upward movement with those technicals, but there's not much to work with there. Elon. Doge Elon could hold here or have a more serious bloodbath if it falls lower. But yeah, definitely caught a falling knife on that one. RSI says needs a buy. Alright, leave it there.